A small town called Blackwood was far away and surrounded by large forests. The people in the town looked normal, but the town was hiding a big secret that not everyone knew. One day, a young man named Daniel Carter came to the town. Daniel was a writer who wanted to write a new book. When he arrived, he met a woman named Clara Bennett, who was a teacher in the town school. Clara told Daniel, "Blackwood is a beautiful place, but some people believe there is a dark secret here." Daniel laughed and thought it was only a scary story. But strange things soon began to happen. On his first night, Daniel heard a loud scream coming from the forest. The next morning, he learned that a man in the town named Marcus Hill had suddenly disappeared. The town police, led by Officer Liam Parker, started an investigation. Many people were questioned, including Emily Ross, a young woman who worked in the town library; Victor Stone, a rich businessman who was new in town; Olivia Hart, a famous doctor; Samuel Grant, an old man who had lived in the town for 40 years. Samuel said something that surprised everyone. He said, 40 years ago, something like this happened. People disappeared, but the truth was never told. Daniel started to investigate so he could write a story. A few days later, Emily found an old book in the library about the history of the town. The book said that Blackwood once had a secret group. The group was called the Circle of Ash. Daniel and Clara began connecting the strange events. Then another surprise happened. Victor Stone, the new businessman, was discovered to be a former member of that secret group. When the police tried to arrest Victor, he escaped. That night, Daniel found a secret message written on a paper. "Stop looking for the truth, or you will disappear next." Daniel was afraid, but he did not stop. The next day, Clara was suddenly kidnapped. Daniel contacted Officer Liam Parker to help save her. They followed some clues and reached an old building in the Blackwood forest. Inside the building, they found many people locked in rooms, including Marcus Hill, but the person behind everything was a big surprise. It was Samuel Grant. The old man who seemed kind was actually the leader of the secret group. Samuel said, "Blackwood has lived with a secret for centuries. Some people must disappear to protect it." In the end, Daniel and Officer Liam saved the people and Samuel was arrested. After everything was over, Daniel wrote a book about the events. The book was called The Secret of Blackwood Town. But on Daniel's last night in the town, he received another message. The message said, Samuel was not the only one in the circle. Daniel thought everything was finished, but the message stayed in his mind. The next morning he met Clara and Officer Liam. Liam said, "I thought Samuel was the leader, but maybe there is someone else." On the same day, something scary happened. Victor Stone, the businessman who escaped, was found dead near the forest. But there was something strange. On his hand was the symbol of the Circle of Ash. Meanwhile, Emily found a hidden box in the library. Inside it were old photos and letters. In one photo, Samuel Grant was standing next to a man nobody knew. The name under the photo was Adrian Wolfe. Daniel learned that Adrian Wolfe was a powerful businessman who disappeared 30 years ago. Later that night, Daniel heard someone knocking on his door. When he opened it, nobody was there, but there was a small box on the ground. Inside the box was a key and a note. The note said Old Harbor Warehouse. Daniel, Clara, and Liam went there. Inside the building they found many computers and screens. Someone had been secretly watching the entire town. Then a voice came from the darkness. "Welcome, Daniel Carter." A tall man came out of the shadows. "My name is Adrian Wolfe." Daniel was shocked. The man who disappeared 30 years ago was still alive. Adrian smiled and said, "Samuel was only a small part of the plan. The Circle of Ash still exists." Then another surprise happened. Officer Liam Parker slowly pulled out his gun, but he did not point it at Adrian. He pointed it at Daniel. "Sorry, Daniel," Liam said, "but the Circle of Ash needs someone to protect its secrets." Daniel realized something terrible. Liam Parker was also a member of the circle. Suddenly the lights went off. Gunshots were heard. When the lights came back, Liam was injured. A new person entered the room. Her name was Isabella Kane, a secret agent who had been investigating the Circle of Ash for a long time. She helped stop Adrian Wolfe and the police arrested him. But the story was not over. Later, Daniel received an email. The email had a photo. In the photo, many people were sitting around a large table. On the table was the symbol of the Circle of Ash. And in the photo, was Victor Stone, the man who was believed to be dead. Daniel understood a terrible truth. Some members of the circle fake their deaths so they can continue working in secret. Later, Daniel and Isabella found the final meeting place of the Circle of Ash in an old castle outside the town. There they found many powerful members of the group. After a big fight, many members were arrested, including Adrian Wolfe and Victor Stone. The secret group was finally destroyed. Blackwood became a peaceful town again. Daniel wrote his famous book called The Secret of Blackwood Town. The book became very popular, but one night Daniel received another message. The message said, "Every circle has another circle." Daniel looked at the message and wondered, was the secret really finished? Or was there another secret still hiding in the shadows?